Start now. Bench.
Just sit down and be quiet.
Or cut.
Get out!
Get out!
Get out! That was Wayne Davis.
That's new.
That's amazing. Tom, you're familiar with the game, blank, marry, kill. Start, bench, cut is literally exactly the same. I'm going to give you 3 options. Start one.
Aren't they out of order, though? Maybe.
Start one. We're
going to let it go. Yeah,
bench,
all right. Just
cut. You
let's
get
play
the idea.
game. Yeah, I got the concept.
Okay, NFL Draft Edition. First quarterback to reach a Super Bowl. Let's go to the top 3 picks. Caleb Williams, Jayden Daniels, Drake Maye.
Well, I think the easy answer here is Caleb Williams. And that has as much to do with the situation he's in as it does his ability. When you talk to coaches and scouts within the league, it's virtually unanimous. Most talented guy that there was in this draft. Yeah, he's got to learn to play on time. He's got to learn probably to be a little bit more within the structure of the offense.
Take singles. That's what everyone's saying. Take singles.
But unbelievable player. Can throw from any arm angle, can run when he needs to. He's not the tallest guy, but he's thick enough that he can go in red zone and things like that when he needs to run. He can be a difference maker with that as well. But he also has the infrastructure around him. And that was a big part of what the Bears did over the past several months, and a big part of what Caleb and his team and his dad, Carl, who's a longtime business disruptor and has really guided Caleb's career, they wanted to make sure that the investment and the infrastructure was there in Chicago. So what do the Bears do? They go out and hire an offensive coordinator they think is a really good fit. He's been versatile. Shane Waldron's worked with different types of quarterbacks, worked under McVay, worked under Bill Belichick. They thought that was the right guy. They signed DeAndre Swift, and they trade for Keenan Allen. They retain their offensive line coach, Chris Morgan, who's really good with the run game and can help out on that side of things. They've already got a top 10 caliber defense. And, oh, yeah, they used the number 9 pick on Rome Odunze. Now, is the protection unit going to be good enough for Caleb Williams so that he's not having to run for his life all the time, which he a lot of times was at USC last year? We'll see on that. We'll see how quickly it all comes together, because when you go around showing off your phone that says, I'm going to win 8 Super Bowls and beat Tom Brady, you have put all the pressure on yourself. But Caleb's had that pressure on himself since he was 10 years old. And him and his dad set out the goal. We're going to make him the number 1 pick. They did it. A lot of people say we're going to do that. They did it. And everything that they did over the last dozen years had a singular focus on, let's make him the number 1 pick. Now it's okay. The Bears got him on board. Was this his first choice? Have you gone back a year ago? Probably not. But they got him on board. He can be the biggest thing there since Michael Jordan. Drake Maye going to New England. He needs some time to sit, and they need time to build up the team around him. New coaching staff with Gerard Mayo, a new de facto GM with Elliott Wolf. They know this is a ground-up type of rebuild, but they did not want to miss out on getting the quarterback. And then with the Commanders, again, it's a team that's got a ways to go. I mean, they traded Montez Sweat to the Bears. They traded Chase Young. 2 of your pass rushers. You got day 2 picks for them last year. They've got a long way to go as well. I would say just from a stability standpoint, assuming that things go as they should this year and the Bears get better, they should be a playoff contender in their minds this year, but also the parts that are around them, I would say that the answer there just has to be logically Caleb Williams.
What about the bench and the cut?
Bench and cut. Sorry, that was a long soliloquy there, and I forgot the name of the segment. I would say, so cut's the worst, right?
Cut's the worst. Yeah. Cut's 3.
Because, again, the order is a little off from how the game normally goes. I would say they're in that order. I would say the bench is Jayden Daniels, just because he's such a dynamic playmaker that you can see him doing different things. He's got to make sure he doesn't get himself cut by getting hit the way that he did in college. Right. With Drake Maye, it's not that he's clearly the third talent. Like I said earlier, there was a pretty even split talking to NFL people. Some really like Jayden Daniels, some really like Drake Maye. Drake Maye, though, is the most unknown. Drake Maye is the one you have the least feel for it, just because he's probably the furthest away from actually getting on the field.
We talked yesterday during Overreaction about how many primetime games are the Bears going to get this year, and should they be primetime week 1? Just showcase Caleb right away.
I mean, again, they've put all the pressure on themselves. They've done everything to put themselves in that position.
Will the league do that, though? Maybe throw them against Houston on Monday night, week 1.
How about Bears-Vikings out of the gate? I know they like to kind of have different types of matchups in week 1, but you put that in one of those Monday Night Football windows, I mean, There's all kinds of great storylines around the NFL. I don't know who's going to be, I don't have off the top of my head who's due to play who. But if you're talking about division matchups potentially, which sometimes I know they shy away from, but if you put a division matchup on there, the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy potentially as the starting quarterback against Caleb Williams, that's one of the better ones you're going to get.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.